Hello again, it's James from JRTBs. It's actually the same day. It is still May 5th. I ended up getting through colony number 1. Still building up a couple of queen cups with eggs, but the queen looks good. I remarked her. They still have room. But these three, this was the colony I went through and made that split on video. And these two colonies, I went through number 12 first, and boy oh boy, they are really spicy. I mean, I got stung right between my fingers. They sting right through these gloves, but so here's the queen. I don't know if you can see her in there. She's upside down there. See her? She's gonna get the old freezer treatment. Maybe I'll save her for swarm traps or something. But yeah, I don't want that in my apiary. You can't. They actually went ballistic, and it was nice, sunny, warm. And then I did number 11 right next to it, and it was like night and day. Totally, much better. And I found that queen. A few cells. I found 2 cells in there, I believe. I gotta look at my notes. Yeah, I found 1 swarm cell in number 11. So I took that out, checked everything else. They should be good for 10 days. So number 12, I have to requeen that one. They're mean. I had one last year that I requeened. And I think what I'm gonna do is, I took down all the queen cells, so I have to wait now about 5 days, 5-6 days, and I'll have to suit up, put some heavy gloves on, and go back in there and go through every single frame and knock down every single emergency cell that they're going to build now. It's going to be pretty daunting. I'll try to make a video on that, because I probably will get stung. I gotta fix this box. That's what I did last year, and it took about 2 months before I noticed a difference. But once I got the new queen in there, and that's colony number 7, ended up being my best colony. I don't know where that queen is yet, but what I have here, I just checked really quick. This is queen number 8, a split that I did from number 8 down there. She's in here, she's doing great, she's laying eggs. So once I go through the mean colony and take out every cell that they've made, now they'll be hopelessly queenless, because there won't be any more eggs or young larvae that they could turn into queens. I'll literally take queen number 8, I'll do it on video, but I have a deep body. I'll put it right on, I'll put newspaper on top of both of these supers, and I will put 2 layers of newspaper, make a couple little tiny holes, and I'll put those 5 frames right on top, and let them work in together that way. Seems to work. And like I said, it'll take all summer before by the end of the summer they'll be tolerable. We'll see. I don't want them to swarm, because I don't want any of those genetics getting out. And I could go buy a queen, probably. That's what I did last year. I went down and bought a queen from the local beekeeper about an hour south. But I have all these splits, and I know number 8 queen is good, so I'm just going to combine and use it that way. Just have to figure out what I'm going to do with those 5 frames. There's 2 in there that are honey, pollen, and there's 1 empty. So there's really 2 brood frames in there that I'll have to figure out what to do with. Maybe I'll throw those 2 brood frames I'll split them up between some of the other splits, because once she goes down and they're combined, I'll take that top deep off. But for now, I have some time, so I said I was going to do this tomorrow, but I got through that pretty quick, and I have some time, so I wanted to go through this split. This was from number 7, and it's been, tomorrow would be 18 days, so it's been 17 days. And when I did this split, it was 2 frames, 1 frame of capped brood, 1 frame of everything from eggs to older larvae. It had a little bit of everything on it. And we'll see if they made a queen, see what's going on. Some ants hiding under there. I think there's a lot of bees in here though. We'll see what's going on. They probably got this glued down pretty good. So the queen's not up there. Not. Let me make sure you can see. Yeah, I'll show you. Let me get you a little closer. Alright, let's see here. Looks like nothing's on this outside frame. This was a frame of honey, I think I put in here. It's empty now. There's a little bit of pollen. This side's completely empty. I don't remember what I put in here. Again, I want to make sure if they don't have anything to eat, I'll give them something. That's just a new frame I put in. They're not doing anything. Actually, there's a little queen cell there. There's nothing in it. Obviously, they don't have a queen. Boy, this is the only new spot I have. It's on the ground almost, on these cinder blocks. I don't know how commercial beekeepers do it on pallets and stuff. I just wouldn't be able to do this without my bee stands. I can't bend over like this for very long. Let's see. There's some brood, and there's a queen right there in the middle. You see her walking around there? Right there. Right there. She looks, she's definitely bigger. I don't know if she's mated yet. But they definitely made a queen. I'm going to look here for eggs in the sun. And I think I'm going to catch her this way. I know she won't get damaged. Now I can look and see if she's actually laying yet. My little flashlight stopped working today. So I need to put this in the sun. I see they're all polished, but I don't see any eggs yet. Yeah, they're polished. So I don't know if she made any mating flights yet, or, I mean, they should be 17 days. She might have just hatched a few days ago, and she's not mated yet. See if I can find the queen cells that she came out of. I didn't see anything on that frame. There's a little bit of nectar in here. I don't see any queen cells. I don't know. Unless they chewed it down already, which is possible. There's a lot of bees. Definitely got a good force. I just see, there's nectar coming in here. I don't think she's laying yet. But they made a queen. It's the first time I just tried doing a straight walkaway split with just eggs. Yeah, and maybe I've done some of the bigger colonies that way. Just letting them make a new queen. Yeah, there's nectar in here. Nothing in there. So I'm going to turn this one around. I am going to go, I took a honey frame out of one of those bigger colonies. I'm going to go get a honey frame and put in here because there's not much honey. So this is one I took out. There's a couple pounds of honey between both sides, and that will definitely help them out. And I'll push this brood to the middle. Bring the sides off. Well, that's exciting. I won't mark her until she's actively laying. You know, good brood pattern and stuff. I'm going to give him this empty to work on. And this one didn't have anything really. Actually, this one had some pollen. Let me take that back. We're going to need that pollen. They don't need an empty frame. I'm going to put the pollen in. And there's, you know, whole side is empty so she can go to town. Once she gets mated, take these bees off. Yeah, I'll put the pollen. Put the pollen in facing the brood. It'll be set. And the honey flow is gonna get started here real quick. So that frame of honey will be good to tide them over. And there she goes. Back in. Alright. I'll check back on her in a couple of weeks. Let's see if she's laying yet. This is a crazy nuke box I built to fit a rapid round feeder when I first started. I use those rapid rounds a little bit. I don't really like them. A lot of them drowned in there. But yeah, I built all those nukes. I just bought one down there, and I seem to like that one. Works pretty good. It was fast putting it together, heavily waxed. This little nuke here. So I built all these tops so I could feed, because everyone says, you know, if you make a split, you gotta feed it. I usually don't make the splits until now, and the nectar flow is just around the corner. And I've been lucky enough to have, you know, some honey frames that I give them. But they definitely, this colony ate that end box or that end frame with the pollen in it. That was honey. And they ate it all. I put some of the bees in here. They ate it all, and they're starting to bring some in now. But they probably just started foraging. Because they were all nurse bees when I put them in there. So anyway, yeah, I'll give that one, I'll give it 2 weeks. And I think this is going to be one of the colonies I move. I'm starting a new apiary about 6 miles away at a friend's. Fenced in yard, really nice spot, and I'm just going to put 2 colonies there, and this is going to be one of them. Once she starts laying really good, then I can I'll move them over there at night. That and one more colony, not sure which one yet, but okay, just wanted to give you an update on that, and talk to you soon. Good luck with your bees.